Hello trail dogs, and for those of us living in the Northern Hemisphere, even the most stubborn of us will now have had to accept that winter has well and truly arrived. I think for us it happens the weekend where we turn our clocks back. Then all of a sudden you get home in the evening and it's not evening, it's night, it is dark. But what happens if we want to ride our bikes and it's dark? Well, there may be a solution. My name is Gary. Welcome to One by Bikes. So trail dogs, the solution to riding at night may be one of these. This is a nightlight. It is the BLACKBURN 1500 and you put it on your helmet and wherever you look, the light goes and it's fairly good. But that is not, or this rather, is not the only thing you're going to need. Certainly where we live in the south of Sweden, there are other mandatory, that means it's a legal requirement, I'll learn to speak properly. There are other mandatory things which you will need on your bike. Let's go outside and have a look at, well, my bike.
Okay, trail dogs, apologies for the voiceover. I did go outside, but then I failed to check that the microphones were working. So this is me standing in front of the bike, which I use for most things. It's my Tai, and it's the one that I've got set up for winter night riding. But in order to ride it at night, I need to set it up to ride it at night. So let's now have a look at those modifications. Okay then, for a start, we have the bicycle light. And beside it, this thing here is a reflector. Again, mandated by law. Across here, we have an Invisibel. Again, mandated by law. If we come around to the back of the bike, another light. We also have a reflective strip, mandated by law. This is a bit of a cheat, but it does work, and I've not been in trouble for it yet. But what we also need is we need side reflectors, which is why I have what Sophie calls the wall stripes. Bottom and top. They're side reflectors. Sophie thinks they look like the Battle of Britain stripes that were painted on aeroplanes. Okay, so we are now all sorted out with the necessary lights and bells and reflectors to stop us getting nicked by the rozzers. If you could sort us out with a like and a subscription, and if you wanted to leave a comment, hey ho, leave a comment. Now, let's go ride some bikes. Are they?
Yeah.
Mine aren't.
No.
These are really quite good.
I know. I might have to get some myself.
I think
to replace these. Well, these are technically not my ones.
Oh, right then. Good morning, trail dogs. Yes, indeed, it is morning. It's just after 5. It is, as we all know, the 9th of November, and it is a little bit cold.
It's the 10th.
I've said the 9th before. It is the 10th because it's Dulcie's birthday tomorrow. Would have been Dulcie's birthday tomorrow. Here we have the lovely Sophie,
Coughing away slightly.
Mrs. Coffee McWeeze. Right, shall we hit the trails? Do you want to go first or do you mean to go first?
Well, if I go first this bit and then you can go.
Alright, okay, off you go then.
Yeah.
Right, Cherry Tree Hill, yeah?
Yeah, as long as it's dry when we get there.
As long as it's possible. Should say, right, this is our local trail. I would also suggest that if you're going to do a night ride, it might be a good idea to do it on a trail you're already familiar with. I mean, I guess you can do whatever you want, but for safety's sake. So, we're at Rainbow. We've not been here for quite some time. And we know this quite well. But because we're now into the colder months, there's a prepared bit, this bit here, which has got all kinds of gravel and etc. to protect the trail. And then there are other bits in the backwoods, which is no gravel, it is just the dirt. And there is a riding ban on the summer portion of the trail, basically to protect it. Now, not everyone does that. There are a bunch of people who are more concerned with getting, whoops-a-daisy, good Strava times, and they use the whole thing all year round, much to the dismay of the trail crew. So if you're watching this and you're unsure of whether or not you should ride a trail, the general rule of thumb is if you're leaving tire treads on the trail, then yeah, probably best not to ride it. Fortunately, we've had a week with not so much in the way of rain, so we're kind of alright just now. So we'll see when we get there, but we're not going to do the full trail because we don't have half an hour, which is pretty much what it takes to do the full trail. Right, so heading into what we call the motorway hill, there is an interesting little drop coming up. Let me change gear here, because we're coming into a very big hill. There's a drop coming up, which I used to think looked quite sketchy, and now I don't. So Sophie's gone round it, she never does it. But here we are, there's the drop, and then it's not the drop itself, it's the short landing and then into a turn. But this really is hero dirt just now. It's incredibly sticky. Quite enjoying this. The grip is good. It's a little bit chilly, but I'm dressed for the weather. Oop. Sophie stopped, and I too will stop right here, because up there is the only portion of this course which I've never cleared. Tried it a couple of times, never managed it. So now, and on film, the shame, the indignity of getting off and pushing. Right. Catch breath. While we look at Sophie, who's not happy at having the light pointed at her. I don't know if you can see that over there, but that is the port. This is a port town, and over there is Denmark, and these are fishing villages ish, they were. Right, you breath back?
Yeah, I'm just keeping my head down.
Okay. Yeah, we're trying not to dazzle the car drivers. These are not the most powerful lights in the world. Well, Sophie's got 1600 lumens and I've only got 15, but they're bright enough to dazzle. Right, I'm in a decent gear. Right, do you know what? No, I'm not, it's dark, so I'll do this one here. Ah, sore ribs. And then jump here, hip here. Oh, even in the dark, that's good fun.
Got better vision now. I don't have my own shadow in the way, actually. Hadn't considered that as an issue.
Not ridden here for such a long time. It used to be when we first started mountain biking, and if you look back to episode 1, I'm riding this on my Cannondale with the back brake hose, tapping musically on the top tube. Not tapping musically, annoyingly. Right, I'll get to the top of here and I'll wait for Sophie. Oh, come on, legs. Come on, Soph, push, push. And all made it. Right, a fun drop coming up here. Yeah, so and into the bit that Gabby calls, this is a rock garden, she calls it the rock scatter and doesn't like it. And I'm going to say, unless you tank into it, it's a bit of an annoyance.
I can never remember the line to take there.
No.
There isn't really a line.
I think it's just getting up a good head of speed.
Yeah.
And whacking through it.
Yeah.
And I guess on our bikes, being enduro bikes, it's easier than, say, if you're on a 120 cross-country bike. Right, now, this trail is known for its punchy little climbs, and this is the worst of them. It's not very long, but it's steep. And I don't think Sophie's going to make it, so I need to give her some space. Yep, there she is walking. Right. Come on, legs, don't let me down. Don't let me down. You pulled it off.
I can't get it.
You stopped halfway up for a drink.
Yes, that sounds like a good reason.
Yeah.
I'll go with that one.
And not a gin and tonic either. If I hand back, viewers, trail dogs, Sophie has long had a problem with this feature. It just spooks her.
Wrong foot forward and everything.
Oh, and I'm in completely the wrong gear. I'm having to pedal. Sketchy, sketchy. Charles Sketchborough from Mexborough. Right, do you want me to go first? Oh, right. Point to viewers. There's a... No, the sign isn't up. There's a sign there. Signpost. And it says, if this is wet, don't go in it, and you take the shortcut the other way. But this looks all right. Yeah, there are no tyre tracks, and I don't think we've been leaving tyre tracks. Let me change gear, because you'll never believe this. There is another punchy climb coming up. Oh look, a punchy climb, and it'll go into a downhill. That's sketchy in the summer. And into another. That one's not as bad. There is one coming up though. We call it Cherry Tree Hill because there's a cherry tree at the top, so very imaginatively titled by us. I don't know what other people call it actually. I do apologise for the noise of the motorway. We petitioned to have it removed, but so far nothing has happened. I guess if we'd actually written to the Transport Authority and not Bananarama. Right, this is the hairpin at Cherry Tree Hill, and it's difficult, and I've just about made it round. And this is the short punchy climb coming up, yeah. So if we'd written to Transport Stevenson and not Bananarama, maybe the motorway would have been moved. Who knows? Right, am I going to make it up here? Yes. Ah. There we go. Right, I need a drink of water. And there, ladies and gentlemen, trail dogs extraordinaire is the cherry tree. Right, we all made it up. It's a bit of a puffer, that little hill, especially after that corner. I was talking about Bananarama, as you do. Right, do you want to go first?
Yep.
And I can get some girl on trail action.
Doing amazing slow-mo or amazing stuff.
Hey. Right.
Now it's difficult to see.
Yeah. In here, this is a portion of the backwoods. This is the top end of it. And as you can see from Sophie's tyres, we're not leaving big ruts behind us. So yeah, I thought we'd be okay. I nearly said misstänkt, which is the Swedish word for suspected. But yeah, this top end of backwoods, or what we call backwoods, and there's another section which leads up onto what we call the secret ninja training field. It's just a big open field that you have to cross. But rather than calling it the big open field that you have to cross, we call it the secret ninja training field. Sorry?
If you didn't know where the trail went here, you might get lost.
Yeah, you might do. I guess you'd find your way.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as recent,
No.
which will be bad
Yeah.
now. Especially if people aren't riding it.
Yeah.
Right, I'm right behind you.
Yeah.
So I want to see you sending the motorway jump.
Gearing up.
Gears are being selected. Send it, babe. Alright, coming up is another one of these kind of rolly drop things, which I never do. Sophie's going to.
Put up.
It's just uncomfortable. It doesn't do anything. It's not challenging. It's just a fa-dump. Right. Here is the second last punchy climb on the mud edition. There are more punchy climbs on the trail itself, but this is the second last one we're going to have to do. And then it goes into what we call the family jump, because it's the jump where we all came to practice. Now this one Sophie will send, but she's done it at least 300 times.
Yeah.
Right in your six. So I don't give the space for this.
And straight into twist.
I was so busy filming you.
You forgot to jump.
No, I didn't forget to jump, but I forgot to trick it. You know, do a little table or an X up or something. Try to convince the viewers that I'm anything other than average. Right, and that's the last punchy climb. And now we're down into a couple of berms and the finish point. So again, I'll give Sophie some speed, some space, the opposite of that. Yeah, you've got to be precise with these berms. It ain't the highest. Right then. Dawn patrol successful. No enemy sighted. Both patrollees
Alive and well.
alive and well. Well, alive.
Well, alive.
You still got a cough.
Yep.
And I'm still injured. I'll eventually shut up about that.
Maybe.
Right, oh, here's a good one, right. We are comparing lights. I've got the BLACKBURN 15 and you've got...
something moon.
So Sophie's got the ooh. I will put the name on screen now. But as
Something
you can
moon.
see, as you can see, hers is significantly brighter than mine.
It's more focused though.
All right, okay.
As in it's narrow like that
Yeah.
and not so much out to the sides, I find.
Ah, right, yeah, I see. So if I put my head up, yeah, that is a narrow finger of light, where this is more of a
Round.
diffused.
Yeah.
But I think you'll find, and I think you will agree, that both of them
Oh, bright enough.
are bright enough for night riding, depending on how fast you're going.
And how well you know the trail.
Yeah, there is that. Right then. We didn't really discuss the lights much, which was the whole point of the film, but you guys at home,
That can be added later.
you guys at home can see what we've been doing. And I guess when we go back to Gary in the studio, which we'll be doing very soon, he can discuss it there. Right,
Right.
turn light off,
That'll turn off.
and back to Gary in the studio.
Okay then, trail dogs, so that concludes the riding portion of this show. And now I need to try and speak intelligently about two things over which I have only the most rudimentary knowledge. These are the bike lights. First of all, we have the Moon RIGEL Max, which is a 1600 watt lamp. And this one is my BLACKBURN Dayblazer 1500. It's called 1500 because it has 100 lumens less than this. Sorry, I said watts, didn't I, or whatever. This is a 1600 lumen lamp, and this is a 1500 lumen lamp. And as you saw in the film, this one is a more focused beam of light, where this one seems to be more diffused. This one, I can say with absolute surety, gives you more than enough light to ride just about any trail. It does depend on the speed. If you're traveling really fast, if you're booking it, then I don't know, I can't guarantee anything. For me, this works. This was bought by Sophie recently because she thought she needed a new one. She thought the batteries were going on her BLACKBURN. But this one, it just seems to be a bit... I'll show you the startup process. So you press it once and hold, and it'll flash. There goes one flash, two flash, and it's going to flash again eventually. Right, now I can turn it on. There. And then I can alter the brightness by pressing it again.
and put it back to there, and then I think I hold to turn off. Yeah, hold to turn off. This one here, the Blackburn, you just press and it comes on and nearly blinds you. And then to turn it off, hold and it goes off, and then the indicator tells you how much battery there is left, and it's green, so we're good. Green is good. So those are the lamps that we use, and they have been useful. I mean, it's the time of year where when Sophie's getting home from work or before I go to work, it is fully dark. So if I want to ride before I go to work, I never do. I always ride afterwards. But if I wanted to go riding before work, which I do with Sophie, when I'm on a day off and she's working, we go for a bike ride together and it's fully dark and we need those lights. If she wants to do a bike ride at night, she's going to need those lights. If you're in a part of the world where it's too hot during the day, you're going to need a good set of lights, because mountain biking does not stop when the sun goes down. Right then, so that's about all the time we've got for this time. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed it, please give us a like. You could also subscribe if you haven't done so already. That would be fantastic. And you could even drop us a line to tell us what your favorite lights are. Hey, we may even have a look at them ourselves. Right, that's it then. All I need to say now is that my name is Gary, so you don't have to be.